Welcome back to the driveway, everybody. Tonight we've got some 1-inch thick cut pork chops that we're throwing on the grill. It's gonna be tasty. Let's get going. All right, so as you can see, we've got some 1-inch thick cut pork chops. I love them when they're bone in, and we're just gonna season these puppies up the way that we like them. Always going with Pork Perfect here lately. I'm also gonna hit it with a little bit of Slap Your Mama. Oh yeah, that's gonna work. Let's go ahead and get them on the grill. Our fire starter today is a toilet paper roll with dryer lint shoved inside and a little bit of like cooking oil to kind of help it take and keep a flame. I make these for my outdoor channel too, Bearded Excursions and Outdoors. These make great campfire starters, and also when I don't have a tumbleweed, they make great grill starters as well. Now these pork chops are a little bit thicker than what you're normally gonna see. Ooh, love that sizzle. But they are still gonna cook relatively fast at a higher temperature. So what I'm trying to do is put the larger of the pork chops in the center where most of the heat is. I'm gonna put these two smaller ones on the back side and the front side respectively. And then we're gonna come and flip them here in a little bit. All right, guys, now that we've got the pork on there, it's time to try tonight's beer. Now this one, Heather picked up from HEB. Man, what is it with these shiner caps lately? Last video, I couldn't get it off either. There we go. This is Shiner Dandelion. It's a honey kolsch. It comes in at 4.5% ABV. And let's see how this puppy pours, and then we'll give it a taste. I figured that this is something that would probably complement pork because pork is naturally a sweeter meat. And so we're gonna see if this will cut through all the seasonings and everything that I put on that pork. We're gonna go ahead and give it a try for now. Shiner Dandelion, I've never heard of that. I wonder if that's new for this year or if I've just never seen it. Okay, golden color, Kolsch style. Get a little hint of sweetness off the nose there. Ooh, that sweet and berry floral. That is, I can get it down because I'm not gonna waste a beer. Not something I would pick on my own. It's got a very unique flavor to it, but definitely some floral notes in there. But I don't know. I'm gonna give this one a thumbs down just because it's not my favorite, and I'm a Shiner fan. But at any rate, let's go check on the pork, see how it's doing. You're probably wondering right about now, why is he just doing basic pork chops? Well, the answer is simple. It's a two-part answer. One, I really like pork chops. You've seen me do a lot of pork on this channel already, as young as this channel is. And secondly, you can make pork chops look pretty when you're grilling them. I've had a lot of friends and family tell me over the last few years that, hey, you know, I really like your grilled pork chops. Like every time I try to do it, they just come out gray and dull looking and nasty. These are going to be great. And it all depends on the type of seasoning that you use. If you use a seasoning that has some ingredients in there that have a little bit of a red color, like Pork Perfect and like Slap Your Mama, your pork chops are going to turn out just perfect. And guess what? There's enough sugar in those seasonings that you're going to get a nice char too. That's why we're grilling them tonight, to show you that they can be great. But hey, if you're on your driveway, you do what you think is best. Tonight, that's what we're having. Let's go ahead and give these puppies a little bit of a flip. As I mentioned before, pork chops have seasoning on them that has a little bit of sugar, so you really want to be careful that you don't burn them. You just want a good char. You don't want burn. We're going to move that one back off the heat just a tad. We're going to move these a little bit closer. You can see how they're cooking good. flip often. When you're cooking on a Kamado style grill, really any type of grill, every grill is going to develop some type of hot spot. So it's very important that you watch the protein that you have on the grill. So you saw me rearrange the pork chops there, and it's just to make sure that they all cook evenly and they get done at the same time. So just a simple rule of thumb, you always want to check, especially when you're grilling. Now, that rule is not always true for smoking, because there is a saying that when you're smoking meat, if you're looking, you ain't cooking. But in this case, that doesn't apply. Now you see, that is a beautiful platter of pork chops. Man, I can't wait to get this on a plate. There it is. So pretty. We've got some potatoes and some asparagus to go with it. Now, this pork chop was cooked until about 165, 170. Pork is done at 145 degrees. However, I always find that if I take it a little bit over that temperature, it is super tender, and oh my gosh, is that tender. You could probably, let's just see, let's just test. We're gonna see if this piece right here, I don't know if you can see that, is fork tender. And it is fork tender. Oh my gosh. That's super good. All right, guys. That does it for this video. Please like, subscribe, and do all the YouTube love for me. Until next time, keep the smoke rolling and the brews flowing. Need some more.